Now, the Registrar General, serving as official liquidator for the defunct fund management and investment firms, will be meeting creditors of 4 of the defunct companies to update them on the bailout process. Joy Business is learning some funds have been released by government. Meanwhile, the Securities and Exchange Commission has received liquidation orders for Omega Capital, First Bank, Strategic Hedge, and ProCap Capital. Here's Deputy Director General of the Commission, Paul Abebu.
So I think for now, we will come out with an updated release, but we've gotten additional liquidation orders since our last issuance. And the liquidator is having some creditor meetings tomorrow. I think about 3 of the firms that we've obtained liquidation orders for since January, we are having actually since March, actually, we will have an update on them. This includes First Bank, Strategic Hedge, and then Omega and ProCap Capital as well. So we've obtained liquidation orders for these additional firms.
So even though you don't want to give us the full information, can you give us a highlight of what this meeting will be?
No, so typically the official liquidator will engage the investors, explain to them the position of the firm, and then subsequent to that, she'll organize what we call investor class meetings. And that'll be for those who actually are the investors. So some of the creditors are general creditors, former employees, even the GRE is also a creditor. The statutory obligations, and then other suppliers of these firms will all be invited to this overall creditor meeting. And then subsequent to that, when the government bailout is being offered to these people, there'll be an investor meeting as well. And that's a sense to those who are actually investors in these fund managers to also address their questions and give them clarity on how they can sign up to the bailout program. Because we already started the partial bailout last year, this in a sense is a continuation of that. So those who are in the partial, when we obtain liquidation orders, we roll them over into the full bailout. So this will just be to inform them of what the full bailout comprises, and then we take it from. The partial bailout was a fixed amount. In the full bailout, the amount varies depending on the category that you may find yourself in.
So are we right to say that there has been some additional funds coming in for the bailout?
Yes, yes. Government has gone to Parliament. I think before our last official interaction was at the beginning of this year. That was before the budget, the full year budget was sought. And in that budget, Minister requested for 5.5 billion cedis. And so once we start to have the sign-ups and the rollovers, then we will start to disburse against that as well.